Hello, everyone. Scantier here with more, hopefully, of my Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree playthrough. We'll see if things load properly. Just okay. It looks like they are. I'm seeing the Bandai Namco logo, so that's comforting. So I was just having there's apparently an update for it earlier, and that apparently messed up some of my game files. So I just had to verify the integrity of my game files. The game was basically crashing when I tried to load it, which was disheartening to say the least. Excuse me. So I am glad to see that it's working now. But I restarted my computer, and that didn't fix it. And I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh, there was an update. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to verify the integrity of game files, and that fixed it. So I've attempted my introduction a couple of times. I'm not going to plan to be doing boss attempts or anything today. Did not sleep super well last night, unfortunately. But I did start watching Dan Jones's first playthrough, and he found a number of things that I had not yet. And what I realized from that is I need to explore some of these earlier areas a little bit more thoroughly. In particular, I want to hit up Belurat, and also this encampment down here, because there's some stuff that I know that I missed that I want to go poking around in. I've explored this camp a bit more thoroughly, but I think this one I just had neglected to come back to after. It's the sort of thing where I didn't know what I was doing earlier on in the game. Like, I was intimidated by the enemies, I had low Erdtree blessing levels, all that sort of stuff. I should not be using a fire weapon in this weather. So anyway, I know that I missed a few items kind of around here, I think. Don't like these lag spikes. Okay. What's happening, game? Is it? No. Okay. Something is causing bad lag at the moment. It might take it a moment to clear up. Because I'm getting some serious FPS, frames per second, not first-person shooter, drops. I'm not sure what was causing that. There can be all sorts of weird stuff that happens. But this is happening for me as well. I don't know how much my voice is getting jarbled in there. Oh, cool. Okay, this is super laggy. What is going on, game? I don't even know what this is. Yeah, that's... Whew, I don't know what that was all about. Sometimes when I first load up the game, it can be really laggy. I think it has something to do with an asset load. I remember there was a previous episode where like the first 12 minutes or so was super laggy. I left a note for it in the video title. There we go, the Fire Spark perfume bottle. I had missed this. I had hypothesized that it existed. It made sense for it to exist, but I just somehow missed it. So hopefully things settle down a little bit with those issues as more of the assets get loaded into my system. Don't know why the audio just cut out there for a brief second. It could be also because I restarted my computer and other things are going on in the background as well. Technology can be really fiddly. I would apologize. I don't know what I would do differently to avoid that from happening. So it's not like I can do things differently in the future. Because I don't want it to happen either. So it's not like I'm intentionally trying to make the frame suddenly super laggy. I'm going to probably avoid running for the moment. But hopefully things kind of stabilize here. I think it's kind of better to wait it out rather than restart the game, unless it's like really persisting. Just because the issue might just persist. Otherwise, take things nice and slow, look around for stuff. Like, yeah, there's an item in there that I missed. Black Knight's intimidated me a lot more. Yeah, I missed this cookbook also. Excuse me. And it sounds like in one of the Belurat jail, I might have missed an item in there as well. Possibly. I'll be planning to check that out. Sounds like there's a ledge where maybe there was a chest in the drop down on jars section partway through. I know that there's an item that I missed elsewhere in it as well. Part of it is I'm playing without messages on, so I don't get clues from those of things to like be paying attention to. Okay. Looks like frame rate stuff is mostly settled down. Hopefully it stays that way. That's the stuff that I know that I missed from in here, so let's check out what this does. See from the second one. Fire coil. Okay. A record of crafting techniques left by the Fire Knights who served Mesmer the Impaler. Details the art of wielding fire for the benefit of soldiers setting out to join the crusade. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Fire coil. That makes sense. Which do I have? Fire pot, oil pot, lightning pot, red lightning, poison rot, rock. volcano, and rancor pot. Yeah. I was watching Azuli, the witch video, talking about the furnaces, and, well, it did not confirm the location of, it confirmed the existence of the recipe that I have assumed exists that does the fire whirlwinds. So I would like to find that recipe book as well. I have zero idea where to look for it. I basically have kind of mentally hit the point where I'm like, okay, I feel like I've seen the stuff that I'm going to kind of find on my own for the most part. So I'm happy to watch other people's playthroughs. I'm happy to kind of like incidentally bump into stuff. I haven't started looking anything up yet, but I have kind of reached the mental point of like, okay, I'm not going to worry as much about spoilers at this point because I kind of feel like I have sort of seen what I'm going to realize I should be looking for on my own for the most part. Let's see, the lone tent is more over that way. It's kind of going a little bit more thoroughly, again, because I missed stuff in here previously. I assume that's a regular... Actually, it'll be a lot closer if I go to here. Yeah, yes, okay. That's a standard upgrade path. I don't know why it says perfume bottle standard underneath it, but... This is a Dex and then especially Faith. That's int. This is just pure Dex. Perfume bottle remade into a weapon by perfumers of the normal shadow. Attacks release perfumed powder, producing sparks of fire. Crusade was a violent purge, and the perfumers were not called there to heal. Yeah. Does mean I'm going to have another use for a Lost Ash of War. Man, you guys hit hard, don't you? Okay, that works. That was a very long opening window for that. But yeah, I might, if I had slept better last night, I might consider fighting the final boss again today as well if I feel ready for it in terms of scouring other places for stuff. I especially would like to find another couple of spirit blessings, and if I can, Scotty Tree blessings as well. Let's look at that tent down there also while I'm at it. Whole area in general. And here I thought that was a mushroom. Guy has Grace Eyes. The buff that makes enemies drop like 5 times as many runes. Okay. I'm fairly satisfied with that. I might go double check over here and kind of upper part to make sure I didn't miss anything back. I saw that. Make sure I didn't miss anything by these blood fiends. Because I'm in the area. What is this? Okay, this is the lava intake ruin forge. I've been down here already then. I think this might have been the first one I found, actually. Okay. Let's go back over here. Somewhere in this area, I know that I missed a whole, like, well, and there's a well key in order to be able to get stuff. So I don't know the details fully offhand, but... I do want to try to figure this out. Let's see. Here we are. Oh, hey, guy. Well, that went smoothly. It's not down there, but there's another area. It's not far from here, I don't think, but I wasn't paying enough attention to fully have a sense of the directions. Up there, maybe? Both axes out. But there's a... lower spot. Or there's a spot somewhere in here. Okay, yeah, it's over there. That's where I want to get to. This has this well depths key. Crude corroded key opens the iron grating at the bottom of the well in Belurat, the tower settlement. So I missed that key. Now I have to figure out how to get to the area where the well is, which I don't know offhand. I know it's near a big courtyard, so that's elucidating. But I don't remember if it was like up or... I know Playframe's video is going in here today because it is named as such. So I'd like to find that before watching that video, to put it bluntly. I don't think it's down there. Yeah, okay, but that's from higher up. Might be more over towards where that jail area is. Oh. Well, this is promising. I haven't been down here. I got the backstab. Sure, why not? Not really expecting a whole lot in terms of loot down here immediately. I was wondering, though, if a stimulating bolus would be at all helpful in the St. Trina area. Oh, of course. Friggin' weird fly things. Really does make me think of the Dark Souls 3 DLC. There were weird fly things there, too. Yeah, I'd take a moment to recover from that, too. Okay, I'll just take the ladder. I like the little subtle visual thing of having the brace for the ladder on the back side of the ladder. Makes you know which side's the front to climb onto. It's not that big of a deal, because you just walk to the side that has the button prompt, but still is kind of nice. These guys are quite tanky. I think this is the area I was wanting, though. Hot man. Maybe? Hard for me to know. I generally prefer not to attack enemies that are not being aggressive. No, I don't think this is where I wanted to be at all. Where is it that I want to be? I enjoy this axe well enough, but I think I want to switch to a different weapon for a little bit. I kind of want to duplicate this Ash of War and see if it, and put it on the weapon, if it fits there. Because this just leads up the tower. Right, and that's not where I'm needing to go. I need to go somewhere before this. It's difficult looking for an area that you know exists, but you don't know where it is. Okay, that's where I came up. Well, I'm getting gravitied. Not a big deal. I've already cleared this area out. Can I put up here? Yeah. It's more him pushing me into the wall than anything. I can use that big fancy sword too, you know. A variant on it, anyway. We're down there. Possibly. A neat tree. Yeah, I think it's over here. Okay, these guys are gonna be annoying. So interestingly enough, he got invaded by it's not Quelaag, it's like Quelaagn. Yeah, okay, that's nice. I would like to evade this friggin' bird before I'm worrying about you. Nice little 1-2 combo you got there. I'm surprised I haven't rotted you yet. Well, now I have. Battle's over.
How could this be?
Ah!
My grace.
Okay, so Flame Skewer and Prayer Room Key. Those are both extremely significant items. So, he appears in at least 2 locations. One of those gives you Flame Skewer, and the other gives you, the first one gives you the talisman. Where is it? Like, all the way down here. It gives you the Crusade insignia. That second time gives you this key. Prayer room key. Opens prayer room door in the house of worship found in the church district. Iron key with an engraved crest. Opens the door in the prayer room in the house of worship found in the church district of the Shadow Keep. Yeah, they have to be very specific there because you could get this in like 1 of 2 locations, neither of which is there. And also, where are Ashes of War? Over here. Flame Skewer. This can go on medium and large armaments capable of thrusting. This Ash of War grants an armament of the Flame Affinity and the following skill. Flame Skewer. Skill of Quelaagn of the Fire Knights. Enwreath armament in flame and assume a low stance before skewering the enemy in a single motion. Strong attack unleashes a follow-up flame attack. That's pretty cool. Okay, now I remember that prayer room in the extremely loosest sense of I remember there was a locked door in the prayer room area, but I could not for the life of me remember where it was when I was last in that area. I have a little bit more hint now because I've just picked that up. Um, Shriek of Sorrow, a cult. Interesting. Yeah, I also remember seeing Dan Jones pick this up. He did not look at it, so I have no idea what it does. But it's a cult, so it's down here. Shriek of Sorrow. Skill utilized by the downtrodden. Scream, causing nearby enemies to flinch while also recalling deep-seated resentment, boosting attack power based on the amount of HP remaining. The lower the HP, the greater the effect. Oh. Interesting. So it has an AoE stagger hitbox and boosts your damage based upon life lost. That's pretty cool. Just walking through what appears to be a graveyard. Casually knocking over graves. That's kind of uncouth. Okay, so this is the area that I was thinking of. But there's a well somewhere. I was thinking it was here. But as I am currently not observing it, I may be wrong on that supposition. Really hard to walk between those rows without knocking things over. I know it was in some sort of corner in this sort of middle stretch. I don't know, it's in this, it's somewhere in here. It's somewhere around. Ain't that the best set of directions? Somewhere around. Okay, well, I found one of the things that I was looking for. I didn't find the other thing. So now I have to go find that. Okay, and this is here. I might try before here. Actually, you know what? Because I was going in the areas after this. Let's check out Ashes of War stuff. Okay, this can get that. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to try putting Flame Skewer on this guy, because I imagine it can get it. Yeah. This one is strength-oriented. This one is faith-oriented. Hang on. I want to try that out. So never mind that perfume bottle. Sure. Anything back here? No. Please don't. Enjoy your soup. Okay, that's really cool. Oh, and it still leaves your weapon in Wreath and Flame. I do wonder what weapon that guy had. It's quite possible it was like a Mesmer Knight sword that is an item that drops from the Mesmer Knights. Like, if I have to farm Mesmer Knights for weapon drops, it looks like they have a pair of, like, Wind's Daggers, and also possibly my flask came out too slowly. But hey, the aspects of the Crucible Bloom worked. So, you know, there's that. Okay, so those guys up on the walkway I forgot about, and they caused me problems. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. Boy, that is effective, isn't it? Too slow. I want my runes. Did I just not go over here? Seems like I didn't go over here specifically. Sorry, I wasn't close enough. Somber 3. These guys didn't like me picking up the Somber 3 for some reason that eludes me. Okay, and here's the well. Okay, so it was earlier. It is in a courtyard, so you can see why I got those two places confused. Because, you know, I watched them on somebody else playing, so it's less likely to stick, and I wasn't necessarily paying the closest of attention, because it's like, oh, I know that area or whatever. Hi, yeah, no, please. That's the door I'm going to open in just a moment, but... Okay, some Mesmer fire grease. Oh. Oh, lovely. We've found ourselves a poison swamp. Guess you can't use torrent. If you guessed me, you would have guessed correctly. On the other hand, it's not applying poison very quickly. And this is why you need to maintain your sewage system. I don't know, that amused me as a little joke anyway. Excuse me. I do have a general practitioner appointment coming up soon. Maybe they'll be able to figure out what's going on with this mucus. Maybe I just need to be taking some antihistamines or something. You know, I'm really surprised there was nothing up there. I don't know what's down here in general, but I'm... Oh, there's a couple of smithing stone 2s. That saves me from buying some at some point in time, I suppose. Smithing stone 2s are not the ones I'm most concerned about, value-wise. This... Why do I want to summon Precious? Ah, tree spirit. I have a very good weapon choice for tree spirit fight. I want to try to avoid rolling just to help reduce rates of poison uptake. But I do need to roll that. Well. Okay. Yeah, I came in here a little bit overkill. Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering where that was. At a previous point in time. I am not going to worry too much about this particular poison. Okay, okay. I'm happy to find that. Because I was wondering about... I will look at that later, but not while I'm poisoned. I want to... And have my rune protection effect up for a couple minutes. I want to explore the other half of the swamp. Whenever I go think to the other side, I always think of that episode of Pokemon where it's like, to the other side of the ship, to the other side of the ship. And they're trying to balance the SS Anne. Look, as a kid when I watched it, and it's stuck in my brain ever since. Just how brains work. So they work with Team Rocket to avoid something. Ship capsizing or something, I guess. Well, I mean, sure. I appreciate it. Not a bad little reward for poking my nose over there. Interesting. Okay, so there's an area over there. A bunch of flies over here. Yeah, I needed this surprise damage for that running attack to be a one-shot. Oh ho. What am I? Oh. What a poison spit nonsense. Well, I was wanting to pick up that item. Heh. Go me. The wonky roof. Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, that's serpent arrows make sense. That spell makes me think of Judgment from Tales of Symphonia. That was always super epic as a kid. I like the spell incantations in Tales of Symphonia. Where? Oh, over here. You may have just heard the rumble of the garage door. It seems the rest of my family has returned from the walk they were on. Oh, that was neat. Would you stop Gundyr kicking me? Wow, that did good damage. Ooh, Horned Warrior Sword. Wonder... Wow, and a 7 and an 8. That's pretty nice. I wonder if that's different from the other Horned Warrior thing I got. Poisoned Hand. Okay, I'm gonna look forward to seeing what the Poisoned Hand is. There's a lot of friggin' loot down here. My goodness, I missed a ton. Doesn't look like I can get up there. Heal. I'm really glad I came back here and made sure to check this out. I don't know if Playframe would have gotten down here today. Their episodes are about an hour. I forgot how long this one was. But I'm glad I found... I didn't find this on my own, but I'm glad I explored it on my own, if that makes sense. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to have enough FP to heal again. I guess I could eat an neutralizing bolus, but I'm almost out of poison. Okay, well, the question is moot. I now have enough FP to heal again. That's part of what's really nice about having an FP recovery item, is it makes heal spells in particular significantly more valuable, because you're not just converting FP flasks into heals. You have an indefinite long-term unlimited source of healing, albeit slow. Even better if I had more of a faith seal, but my seal... My understanding is that healing effects tend to... That's interesting. I haven't been through that door yet. That's very interesting. I wonder if that's a place I can get to. Interesting. Where am I? This is the very first, isn't it? I don't think I can level yet, no. I'm just going to use this as an easy way of getting to I have 3 of those. I think I mostly just got some new weapons. Did I get a new Ash of War in there? I don't think so. There's no reason to bank Ash of Wars as far as I'm concerned. Oh, this is a curved sword. Curved sword of the horned warriors, keepers of the tower. The ornamental tangled horns allow the blade to serve as a medium for horn calling, and in fact has that. Invokes tangled horns to cover the weapon's blade, drive the weapon to the ground, calling up a cluster of piercing horns. So this is the larger version. Cool, I'll probably upgrade that one as well then. And I also got Poisoned Hand. I'm going to put this Pest Halberd away. Similar to the Maddening Hand. A glove stitched together from the flayed skin of the victims of a butcherous bloodbath. Afflicts target with deadly poison. Raises attack power when poisoning occurs in the vicinity. Forged of an unyielding black impulse toward revenge fostered in those who had everything burned or stolen from them. These are the weapons of the utterly downtrodden. Yeah, makes hand into shape of spear for unleashing a plunging attack that penetrates the body of the enemy, afflicts the foe with a large dose of deadly poison. Not a hand-to-hand, but yeah, this is a unique weapon, unlike this, right? Okay, that's cool. So then my question is there a way over to there? That I may have missed, like a bridge or a door or something. Oh yeah, there's also something in the... Speaking of scorpions, in the Rao ruins, there was an illusory statue, I'm reminded now. Okay. Looks like it's beyond. If there is something, feel like it would potentially be higher up. So I'm going to poke around a little bit up here, see if I can't find a way over to that. Because I would like to find a way over to that. Let's see. Okay, that's going to be... Have you ever heard of having your stance broken, sir? No? Apparently not. Okay, I'm kind of wanting to make my way over here and towards the left. I'm going to be honest, that does not seem like a safe drop. So I'm going to go a slightly different route to see if I can't. Here we go. Get over to the area I'm looking to get into a little bit more gravitationally safely. Okay. That does not actually help. I am realizing. Black Firefly. Hello, person stuck on geometry. Okay, hang on. That's definitely a space. Whether or not that's a space I can go to, I am not entirely sure. Okay. If it is, it does not connect somewhere else. So let's actually poke at it from down here to see if I can figure anything out. That might just be like a door that's there for decorative purposes, right? Excuse me. And if that's the case, then there's not a whole lot of anything I can do about it, right? I don't remember seeing any sort of door entryway over there. Three flight mold. Okay, at this point, I'm inclined to believe that if it connects to anything, it actually connects way higher up through there and then an elevator down that would let you get over to there. Because that tower is too isolated and doesn't have an entrance on this lower area. I'm going to quickly look over here to see if anything stands out as like some sort of entryway over here. I don't expect to find anything, but while I'm here... Okay, I'm going to go to the stage front and see if I can look at the tower from here and get a little bit more of a sense of lay of land. The map, unfortunately, being a 2D hand-drawn map as it is, does not give a strong sense of how this works. Okay. So that's the tower, I'm like 90% sure. Yeah, because I'm looking off in the correct direction. I don't know if it's this thing or this thing that I was looking at, but I'm looking off in the correct direction regardless. So that connects to this structure. Only much higher up. Again, this whole thing is like at least a 50-50 chance that this is just purely decorative. I mean, I can probably go up there. Now I'm just curious to see if any of this upper area connects over to that. If this is an extremely long diversion. This is the hideously long staircase, but it should give a good sweeping view of the area. That should hopefully help me discern what's going on. Could be that structure over there. Right. So let's go up to this railing. I don't remember seeing any way down from up here. Doesn't mean there isn't, but it does look like there's a grand plaza over there that goes down. Excuse me. Cleansing chamber anti-room. This being behind it might give me a different view. I think I want to go this direction. Okay, at this point I'm fairly convinced that wherever I'm looking, it's almost certainly just decoration. I'm not going to worry about it. Do I want to go kill that large lobster? I don't think so. Okay. Now I want to try to find the prayer room. That's in this area somewhere. Because I know I ran into it. How did I just straight up miss this item? Oh, hi, crab. Well, it was crab eggs for anyone who was wondering. Also, I think this might be the room I was looking for. I think I just found it after like being really confused about where I'd lost it. Oh no, wait, that is just an elevator. That is not a door. I might take that elevator up to see if it connects to a door or not, but I'll poke around over here first. I don't see, part of the thing is I don't remember if the locked door that I do remember seeing, which I don't remember which like layer, if it was before or after I unflooded the place. So it's like a bit challenging to like, because I distinctly remember finding a locked door. And I distinctly do not recall where it is anymore that I found that locked door. I'm going to have to kind of try to scour this area a little bit, looking for it. Don't think I can actually get onto that roof area anymore. I don't know exactly what happened to it, but the wood that I used to get across is sunk. I don't think that that's a problem. Any items that were on that area have also sunk with the wood, but I'm going to drop down. For the moment, I'm going to work on the assumption that it was somewhere in this lower area. Maybe in here? If it was up, I can get up easily enough as well. I just missed this. Ow. Big boom. What do I need for level up? That suddenly became a lot less important than the guy exploding. 27 grand. It's actually pretty close to where I'm at right now. Nice bleed proc in there. I'm going to check over that direction in just a moment. I'm going to poke around this marker. Beheaded America statue room. I was just confirming it was beheaded. Just the reason for the extremely wonky camera there. Yeah, okay, this leads down and out. That's a weirdly placed window. That's the fall that is extremely folly. I don't think it was in here. Yeah, no. That leads down to this tree worship passage. That feels like a step too far. Opens the door to the prayer room in the house of worship found in the church district of the Shadow Keep. Well, The problem is House of Worship is somewhat ambiguous. You could mean a cathedral, you could mean a chapel, you could mean a church, you could mean, I don't know, mosque or synagogue. I mean, it's a church of some kind. Okay, let's try going up a floor. I don't know how that elevator works, but it does somehow. I want to remember to go to the Rao ruins after this. No loot from you. That's a pity. Okay, this is the elevator that leads into the back entrance area, so I'm going to ignore that because that is not the correct direction by any stretch of the imagination. Just logistically cannot be. Okay, as much as this is cool, I want a big bonk weapon here. Side area, but doesn't have what I'm looking for in it. Crab. The crab is not my enemy. I mean, it's an enemy, but it's not my enemy. Ah, there we are. That is almost assuredly what I am looking for.
America, mother to us all, favor me with thy grace. I, who would threaten or distress thee, and quelled each and all, and I hereby swear to never cease. So please, grant me thy grace. Leave me with my solitary light. Queen Marika, I implore thee, bestow thy grace.
Interesting.
Take not from me my solitary light.
Oh, so I can occultate him, or Iris of Grace him. I will use Iris of Grace this time.
Queen Marika, dearest mother, I shall silence all who would trespass upon thy peace, as decreed by the grace of gold. No soul shall thy sanctity imperil.
Okay, and that turned him into a summon. I wonder what the other one would have done. That's cool. I kind of thought it might turn him into a summon, just because that's what it did to the other one. Ash remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirit of Fire Knight Quillig. Attacks immediately after being summoned. Spirit of a Knight granted relief by the Iris of Grace. Wields a spear-like great sword that impales foes upon fire, keeping the taint of impurity away from fair Mother America. That grace was his salvation, though it was but a fleeting blessing, and having been saved, all that was left to him was to wage war. Yeah. Cool. Do I have enough? Not quite. Not quite enough runes for a level yet. That's okay. Right. Ruins of Rao. Wonder if Freya is still up there or not. I don't feel like checking, quite frankly. I think I'm just gonna pop runes to get that last level. For what it is worth. Let's see. Let's do a 12er and then evaluate. Yeah. Ah, that was exactly, well, just a little over exactly enough. Excellent. I can get another point of arcane, which is what I'm going to do. Almost to level 200. This is easily my highest level character right now. No question in my mind about that. I'm gonna swapped my big bonk stick. Yeah, that's a lovely view of an extremely painful place. That's a good summary of a lot of this game, though. Why am I hoofing it when I could be hoofing it? You know what I mean? Hello, sir. I believe I've smashed you several times. Oh, did you respawn? Interesting. I didn't expect you to respawn, I'll be honest. I think... no, this is reasonable damage on it. Not like stellar. If I had more strength, it would be doing a lot better for me, but... Honestly, the frost on it hampers its damage also. Frost weapons tend to deal less damage to compensate for the frost effect. Okay, I think it's going to be down here. Yeah, because this is past the scorpion territory. But it also, because it's a heavy weapon, it deals an absurd amount of frost damage. So it really builds that up extremely quickly. I am making an absolute mess of this space. Okay. I think I should be past here. I will turn on my lantern. It is going to do pretty bumpkiss. Okay, this hammer is neat and all, but I want a weapon that I'm more proficient at wielding so I can actually get some damage in here. Two shot, but swings faster, so it's just as effective at actually killing the guy. The thing is, I don't know which of those guys I may have missed or not. But before or after the snail area? I legitimately do not remember. This area is convoluted, to put it mildly. Also, it's got to be nighttime right now. I can't pull up my map to check, unfortunately. I think I want to be over here. That's a dancer. Okay, you get down here. Yeah, throw me. That's fine. That was my head. I could tell that was the throw. I just rolled at it at the wrong time. Ah, missed the backstab. Okay, I recognize that now. That thing has a follow-up kickflip. Are you done? Please? Okay, at least you gave me a bunch of flasks back. I think it was one of the statues down here. I don't know how you were even supposed to tell. It was illusory. He just ran at it for like 30 seconds and then smacked it and it opened up right up, so. And there's some items inside that he chose not to read, and I was like, oh, what are these? Might be over here. I want more of a bonk stick. You know what? Let's pull out Lita's sword. I haven't really used this anyway. There we go. Problem solved. It is extremely hard to find a specific statue in this place, though, let me tell you. Was it this one? No? Yeah, you keep praying to your idol, and I'm going to ignore it. I feel like it was at a different spot than this. More tunnely, less not tunnely. But I have to confess, I am extraordinarily turned around at the moment. Like, I can't even begin to express my inability to... Like, I know the general region that I'm in, but, like... also not. Okay, let's go back up this way. Because it was on more of one of these areas. Like, he was running frantically through the area. Dan Jones was, in what I was watching, when he came across the illusory statue. So, it was hard enough to follow what he was running through, let alone sort of connect it to the places that I know. No, that goes back over to that side. That doesn't help me. I don't think. Y'all who actually know where this are like, it's over there, it's over there! And I do apologize because I know that feeling very well of knowing exactly where something is when somebody doesn't know exactly where it is but kind of knows it's around. Ah. It appears it was right there. Good view of this Erdtree. Okay, what is a bondstone? I did not look. I should have looked to see. I can bring up the... Oh, it's right here. Causes a spiritual explosion, consuming sprites dwelling within sprite stone. A large burrow stone studded with a perfectly white gem, said to be the polished form of a special kind of crystal. That looks extremely fertile. A ritual implement made to control explosions of spiritual power, used to cause a spiritual explosion, consuming the sprite dwelling within the sprite stone. Bonds with the sprites were made to be broken. Okay. So it is almost certain that I just picked up the recipe book for those items. Yep. It is. Okay. I feel better. I found the thing. So that's good. So I want to check. Okay, so I have 2 Antiquity Scholar cookbooks. I have no reason to expect there to be a third, nor to not expect there to be a third. There's at least 3 more Forger Brewed cookbooks. Probably for the other pickled livers. I expect there's another one for the other thing too. There's another, at least 1 more Finger Weaver's cookbook. I think I probably have... Well, there's more Ancient Dragon Knight cookbooks somewhere. There's a St. Trina's Disciple cookbook somewhere. I imagine it's somewhere else in the dropping area. I'm missing a Mad Craftsman cookbook. I don't know what that's possibly going to make. I don't know if there's any more Battlefield Priest cookbooks. There's another Fire Knight cookbook somewhere. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 3, 1. So I'm still missing the same number of those. These are base game cookbooks. I'd really like to find the other missing cookbooks. I'm going to go back to up here to see if there's anything in this village that I may have missed. I feel like I kind of moved through it a little bit quickly. Basically what my thinking is I feel like I expect cookbooks to most likely be in ruins, towns like this. It's also possible there's more stuff I'm missing at Morth. Okay, rotted fruit was not worth picking up. There are definitely things I can make with rotted fruit. So I'm not as concerned thinking that I'm missing a cookbook for raisins for my faithful steed. I'm not yet at the point of being like, okay, I'm going to go look up the locations of these things, but I am getting close. I am going to pick up this amaryllis, though. Oh, interesting. I think I'm going to go over there for a moment. What's this? Oh, broken rune skull. There's a couple sanguine amaryllises as well. Are these just a random spawn? I didn't see that the last time I was here, but it's possible that that's much easier to spot those at night. That's the Grace. I see twinkling over there in the distance. Something's aggroed on me. Yeah. I was bringing up the map to check, and it wouldn't come up, so I'm like, oh, I've got aggro. Okay. Hi, do you know anything? Oh, I'm surprised that worked as a backstab, but don't mind it. A bowstring. Weird. Their back is very much to the left of them. These guys remind me vaguely of the what do they call them? Large hollows? I don't know. The dudes in Blighttown and Dark Souls 1. They're large and clubby, or sometimes carry rocks. I mean, they're obviously not the same enemy, but they do remind me of it. I don't think I missed anything, but I'm definitely missing stuff. So it's like, where do I look for things that I know that I'm missing? You know, that's the real conundrum. And so I have to go to places that I've been, because I've been basically most places unless I missed somewhere. But in that case, I don't know about it, right? I can look at the map and be like, did I miss this? Did I miss that? A lot of guys. You like your fork. I think your fork is a good weapon. Hello. Enjoy this. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing exactly what I was expecting to see, which is I'm not seeing something. I already looted this. I forget what was in it, but I already looted it. I think it was something neat. But at this point, I'm kind of in the, I don't know. I don't know this super well yet phase of this DLC, so I know that the is this overlooking that spot? Yeah, there's the broken staircase. And there was an item down there that I already got. I don't feel like this is going to be the best weapon. Using a lot of that. This has long attack chains that you really commit to when you hit the button, which is a little bit of a con. I mean, it's an impressive weapon, don't get me wrong, but trapping oneself in a lengthy attack animation has its downsides, shall we say. I feel like I explored a lot of this side area. I mean, again, the real challenge is I have no idea where anything may be hidden. Okay, if that guy had a unique thing, I already got it. No, I want to kill you, friggin' dog. I suspect this attack would be more impressive had I more faith. It does have AoE properties, which is really nice. Definitely not getting the +10 treatment from me, but if I were a really important cookbook, where would I be hidden? I took way more hits there than I should have, but oh well. Got the job done. And as they say, job's done. Warcraft 3. There's also, I forget which enemy it was, but they came from behind for the death sound effect of something. What the heck am I looking at all the way over there? This probably? I don't even know. I mean, the simple fact of the matter is I need to find this. Let's go to the lake. This furnace pot, whatever it's called, that makes fire whirlwinds that I can use theoretically to deal massive damage to those stomping boys. A friend also told me he'd found some sort of miracle that is a really cool lightning attack, but I don't friggin' know where that is either. It sounded like he found it underneath the black heap, but I have not located any such thing. Dogs. At least those enemies can't take advantage of my... Ow. What was that nonsense? Well, that felt elegant. I found the lake. I've been through here before as well, I can tell, because I most likely collected spirit ash thingies from over there. Excuse me. Yeah, it's overlooking that. I am what we would call utterly perplexed. Let's see, I've been through here. Okay, let's go to, while I'm thinking about it, let's go to the Belurat jail. I don't know why they like the Gaul spelling of jail. Okay. I'm going to swap my weapon assortment around a little bit. This is a cool weapon. didn't use this one a whole lot. I'll pull out this spear. Use this spear for a little bit, eh? Okay, I want to get to the pot drop area. I wonder if charging it extends its range. As a javelin. I think that might be how I would do it. If I were implementing it. Or mounted strong attacks with the spear. I like that you can throw it while mounted. That's pretty cool. Hard to tell exactly what made it deal more damage there. Okay, pot boy. Yeah, you scream about it. I need to go through the hole over here. I'm not picking up frozen maggots, but not really in the mood for frozen maggots. TBH. Okay, so over there is a pot hat item. That's a bigger one than the one you get from our good buddy. Oh, that's just that's sad soul. Okay, so I need to plan this out. There's a wooden platform down there. You see that? Okay, here goes a series of falls. Now, I want to go... Yeah, okay, that's exactly it. Dan Jones mentioned seeing this chest as he's dropping. I see you behind me. This actually has a pretty good attack rate. Okay, that's a hefty cracked pot. What's my count of those at? That's definitely worth coming back in here for. I do want to know what my count is, and I will check, but I will not check just yet. Hehe, that felt cool. Because I need to get through the area to get over to the thing that takes me up to that. I kind of want to go do that while I've still got my protection buff up. Cowabunga! Huh. Remember when that would have one-shot me, and now it does like 25% of 30% of my HP, something like that? That's cool. I approve of that change. That's the blessings for you. Well, that didn't work. That's where I need to go, is to go on that. Do I care enough? I just know that it's there. It's something that I might grab later. I'll put a loot thingy on it. I don't really feel like trying to go through to get that again right now. Okay. Where the Blood Fiends are fighting, and then that forge. If the problem is, I don't know where this recipe book would possibly be. Oh, by the way, if you come over here to the Elder's Hovel, you can go into behind the Fort of Reprimand and get up to this plateau without having to go through this castle. So that was a revelation. Templetown? Huh. I'm going to look around this base area a little bit more, just in case there's something I'm missing. I don't really know that there is, but you can understand why I'm wanting to look, I imagine. That's nice. I can chuck spears from horseback. That's a tanky dog. Fire dog, go freeze. Oh, 3 pokes. Frost proc does good work. Hey, you. I feel like they've reduced overall how much stamina it took to poke from behind a shield compared to previous games. There was a chest there and I opened it. Okay. Yeah, I do recall going in through that area fairly thoroughly. It's like perplexing to me that I feel like I've been as thorough as I feel like I have been, which is reasonably thorough, and I'm missing what feels like some really significant stuff. I don't care as much about the Forge of Brood stuff. Being able to make the pickled damage prevention items is nice. Don't get me wrong. What the? Oh, it's the golems. That's right. There's some freaking golems along here. That explains why I might not have explored this area as thoroughly. I got caught up in killing golems and then made my way back. I think there's all kinds of plant matter. Not resin did not change that statement's factuality in any way. Ow. That was more of a problem for Torrent than for me. Though, if we're being honest about the whole thing. Yay, I love levitating in order to do my critical hits. Woo! Okay. Well, I got the job done. That's what matters. What was that? There we go. It's important to use high poise damage moves against these guys. Like charged R2s. Jumping attacks. Okay, now that that particular mess is cleared up, let's check out some of this side as well. Again, I'm not really expecting to find a whole lot besides plant matter and spirit graves that I can't do anything with anyway. Hey, look, more rata fruit. Everybody's favorite. It's apparently very bitter. I think the description said. Man, you know what that does is that brings me back to friggin' kindergarten. Goodness, 30 years ago. I don't like saying that. In truth, I don't mind getting older. It's the aging part I have a problem with. That's the part that I actually have a problem with. But, oh, here was something. Okay, never mind. I mean, it was something, but it wasn't something important. But in kindergarten, we had a, like, tastes, and I am curious now. I feel like the thing that is taught about tastes is probably oversimplified because we're taught that there's sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. And I feel like flavors are more complicated than that would imply. Now, it's possible that it's kind of like how there's more colors than red, green, and blue, and we're able to kind of like modulate combinations of things or to figure things out. I mean, our computer graphics are just tricking our eyes, right? They're designed for our eyes, because it's not like combining light the way that we do actually works the way that we were making it out to work. Yeah, that leads down there to where that area is. It's just the way the receptors on our eyes work that function with the way full spectrum light on the sun works, that then we cheat with, we're basically hacking our eyes to make red, green, blue monitor technology work. But it maybe it's something like that where it is that simple, but then the combination becomes extremely complicated. But anyway, we had a flavor unit in kindergarten where they gave us things to represent different flavors. So, like, a pretzel for salty, probably. I don't remember. I think it was a sugar cube for sweet, like a bit of like lemon juice or something for sour. But bitter was baker's chocolate. I had never encountered this substance before in my life because I was friggin' kindergartner, so I was like 6. I started kindergarten a year late because I was a homebody, etc. I was like right at the cutoff where my parents like needed to make a choice, and I've always been kind of a homebody and a little bit clingy, I suppose. And anyway, to get to the point, I had never encountered baker's chocolate before, so my brain, wait, these are friggin' nascent butterflies. The heck? These are Michelin butterflies. That's super significant. Huh. I have not encountered any of Michelin's butterflies in the DLC before, but here they are. Wonder what that means. Where is this near? It's just near this mausoleum? That doesn't mean diddly squat. So I was like, ooh, chocolate. And boy, was that a big betrayal. When I had baker's chocolate and it was the bitter, because I was so used to milk chocolate. I don't know if you've ever had anything like that in your life, but yeah, that left such an indelible mark on my young psyche that I still remember the story to this day. The other thing I remember was letter friends, which was for learning the alphabet. That's one of the other big things that I remember from kindergarten. The consonants were boys and the vowels were girls. Which, there is something to analyze about that, but I'm gonna say is them vowels got around a lot, and leave it at that. Yeah, that's the path that leads around over there. Yeah, there's a lot that indicates about perceived social dynamics. I mean, don't overanalyze it. It's just a cute way of doing things. Also, my kindergarten teacher taught us how to count to 10 in Japanese. So that was also cool. She was pretty neat. I don't know what she's up to these days. At this point, probably retired. Hopefully. Hopefully that's what's going on with her. I liked her. I have fond memories of elementary school. I quite liked it. I did not like middle school at all. But elementary school was a lot of fun. That's one of the chunkier guys. Like what we found in... I'm going to be honest, I was really hoping he would stagger from anything in that exchange, but apparently he's made of poise. I figured it didn't hurt to explore this area a little bit more, just in case there was a dog. The recipe book I'm looking for in here. I don't have any reason to expect it anywhere is the problem. Like... Like, if I knew where to look for it, I would have found it already, sort of thing. So I just kind of have to bum around, hoping I'll stumble across it. No, no throwy. Thank you for the Verada fruit. I'm also considering going back to Bonnie Village and looking through that yet again. Thing is, what I'm looking for, it feels like it's pretty important, but I also wouldn't put FromSoft against hiding it behind like illusory walls and stuff. So I'll probably go through this and then Bonnie Village again, and then I might start looking location up. For at least a general whereabouts, you know? Well, there's something I missed. Why are these dogs so friggin' tanky compared to the regular guys? Why is that one dog so tanky compared to the other dog? Like, one of those dogs took 2 hits and the other took 4. I don't know what's up with that. Well, I mean, I'll take 3 Spirit Gravestones. Those are not a rare item, right? They have to respawn. Unless they are a rare item, which I guess they might not. I don't know what you do with those. No, it's not rare. It's just mainly found in the starting area, which, like, I admittedly have not spent a bunch of time in recently. The other thing I would like to find out, it's very difficult to do this because I'm not using, or because of the way that I'm speccing my weapons. But I would like to find out how good the upgraded greases are. Nope. Friggin' here, let me fire sword you. I don't know why left bumper fire swords instead of doing something else, but okay, well, I found that, whatever that was. One sword's a magic sword and the other sword's a fire sword. That wasn't clear. This weapon is very cool, and I like it. This is a great character for being able to use it because of her stat spec. You. Okay, well, if you had something valuable in the past, you now just have regular consumables. Excuse me. Looking around for possible places I might want to drop down. Okay, it looks like if I want to go onto that area, I need to drop down over here specifically. Okay, whatever. I already got the item that was right there. I mean, I did not give you a good view of the corpse, but I already got it, so it doesn't really matter. Ah, overdid it. In the fun sort of way. Yeah, have I been up there? Hang on. I have not, haven't I? Haven't not I? I don't know how to word that up. Folks. Okay, hang on. That feels like it should be something. Wasn't there a spirit spring over there that I was like, why is this here? Okay, I'm still very confused. Yeah, but it's around that corner. I don't have a good view of up there. Right, so I can't see if there's an opening somewhere by that tree, for example. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get up there. It might be decoration, right? It might just be nothing. But if it isn't nothing, then I'd very much like to figure out what it is. Okay. Step 1, sit my butt down. There we go. How would I get over to that cliff edge? Again, I remember there being a very perplexing... Oh, it does go through there. I remember looking over at that, but I think the way it looked just kind of hid that. Maybe if the game was 3D, I would have noticed. Okay, cool. I have found my way over to this perplexing place. What do we have in here? Divine Bird Warrior Ornis. Oh, that's a nice summon. I can all but guarantee you that. Summons Spirit of Divine Bird Warrior Ornis. Because I have a regular Horned Warrior Ashes. Divine Bird Warrior. Spirit of the Divine Bird Warrior from whom the Horned Warriors claim descent. Interesting. Clad in golden armor and granted wings and feathers by divine invocation, Ornis succeeded in taming the divine bird and made its wings his own as he soared through the sky. When he finally fell to earth, he lived on as the guardian deity of the temple quarter. I see. Fascinating. Okay, that makes that spirit spring make so much more sense. Like, I cannot explain just how much more sense that makes that make. It's a lot, is my point. And yeah, there was, behind that tree, there was a continued path. As I suspected there was. Okay, that's very cool. I'm glad to have figured that out. Okay, so something I want to check. I want to upgrade the spider scorpion ashes. One, two, three, four. Ooh, I have 4 of those ones though. Okay. Okay. Hold on to your butts. I'm going to be buying upgrade materials that aren't rocks. I do need more rocks, but that's not the point. Where is my rock supply at? Oh, I have... It's coming along actually quite nicely. I might buy some rocks. I need like 9 of those and 6 of those. And 11, 10, 12. Okay, cool. So I need to make sure I have 4 all the way up. Okay, we're good on those. I'm gonna buy like 2 8s, 2 7. Okay, cool. 37k is not that much for upgrading spirits. It gets very expensive very quickly. So I want to duplicate this one, Wall of Sparks. So that way I can give this Wall of Sparks, because I think Wall of Sparks is way better than most of the other things. Let's upgrade this perfume bottle. Perfume bottles are pretty light, so this probably won't take a ton. Perfumer build is very dex based. Weird. Why is the chilling one slightly weaker? Huh, must be my... No, it's probably because it has frost buildup, so they made it do... Holy moly, that's a lot of poison. That somber, yeah. That's what I thought. Let's see, I need sombers for that, and I need to put that away. Also somber, that's what I thought. Okay, so I definitely need more sombers. I'm gonna upgrade Dane's footwork. This is also very light. I would keep Palm Blast on it if it weren't for the fact that I don't have Palm Blast. What other stuff can go on this? A lot of things can. Heh, Lightning Ram. I can put the Divine Stomp on it. It's the grab. Let's put the Poison Flower blooms twice. Bolt would give it more damage. Keen is better than quality if I wanted to do that. I'm going to put poison on it though. Sure, why not? Why not, I say. It would be... Excuse me. It would be good for experimentation purposes to have a weapon that is not doing type stuff. If I do this and make this keen, let's just do that. Okay, let's go talk to our favorite spirit tuner. To be fair, it's also our only spirit tuner. Well, I was going to do something else, but I might put all of that onto that one, onto her, because she is very cool. You are not mistaken. Let's actually just chuck some levels into this scorpion. I also have the Crystallian. Okay, that's fine. Okay, where was I going? Bonnie Village. That's right. There's the spot in the Bonnie jail that I could not figure out how to get to, but I wanted to check Bonnie Village another time just to see what I might be missing. Let's put a different summon on though. I do really like Yolan and Anna. I think that's very cool. But let's use the Horned Warrior. Also, I did just upgrade this, so let's use that. And okay. So this weapon is currently 0 on the magic, fire, lightning, etc. I went too far that way. Okay, heavy fire damage. I'm going to use this. Okay, that's 120. That's actually somewhat reasonable. That's like actual usable numbers. Because that's going to make this deal like a substantial increase in damage. Oh yeah, I did want to check. Okay, I'm missing one hefty cracked pot. I'm guessing that's the item in the Bonnie jail that I saw kind of floating around. Yeah, so that added about 200 damage against these guys. So the experiment was a success. I've learned the information that I wanted to learn. I'm not super thrilled about this weapon, but I don't know. I don't mind having spent stones on it to figure out how it works, but I do want to upgrade like some regular katanas and stuff. I want to get some sombers into that thing. Let's actually use this for a little bit. This is dealing similar amounts of damage, which doesn't surprise me. A lot of these weapons would be a lot better if I had the if I had more strength, because they are strength scaling weapons, more or less. Well, I guess that one I put a keen on. Expect this to be a mushroom. That is an absolutely absurd Ash of War. Holy moly. Did you see that? One use just cleared out that whole group. That was very impressive. Okay, I'm going to go punch mode on that other greater potentate. Take that pile of rocks. Link wants, or pile of wood. I don't know why I said rocks. Link wants you, but I don't have much use. What was this? Okay, what that is what we call hyper armor. Clearly, I needed a hyper armor Dane more effectively. That's what I needed. Hmm. Well, the good news is I just got a bunch of mucus out of my throat. The bad news is it sounded very unpleasant as I did so. Doot. Not sure about this Ash of War. I mean, it kind of does work, but feels a bit wonky all as well. Be like, I punch you, and then you get poisoned, and then I'm done punching you, so I can run away while you... that. Okay, let's actually swap to the fire perfume. How does this feel? That's pretty cool. That's a dog. To the other side of Gerudo Valley. Okay, maybe nothing quite that dramatic, but that is what it made me think of. Oh yeah, you know, this is great on horseback for making things go fiery. I wonder if they have a blood perfume bottle. I kind of don't expect a blood perfume one. I mean, I don't not expect it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a thing. I like these perfume bottle weapons. They're very cool. So something that I also want to try. This should be fine. What if I do this? Oh, that's very cool. It is using the bumper. So it's not a the left bumper rather than the combined, or rather than the right one. I think we can agree that that is extremely cool visually. Okay, well that's neat. I'm not gonna do that right now. I had my perfume bottle fun. I love swapping around to different weapons, you may have noticed. Okay, I cannot see diddly squat. Okay, I don't feel like I'm finding anything in Bonnie Village. Okay, I need to go up this right side over here somewhere. Is the way up. It's more that the way across is at a slightly different point. Do that on Torrent just in case he needs to heal also. Part of it too is like most of these buildings do not actually have interiors. Well, I will say this about it being extremely dark out. If there is an item, it should stand out like a friggin' sore thumb, like that Grace does. yeah, it just became nighttime. Which is why my visibility evaporated. Okay. Well, I think I will check out Morth. Morth ruins. Is this the only other spot? Like, there's this. There's Morth ruins. And over here. I kind of want to check out this general vicinity a little bit more thoroughly. I feel like I looked at the underside of Morth ruins perhaps a bit more than the top side of Morth ruins, if that makes sense. I just kind of want to look at the general area here. Okay, I am not impressed with how this weapon does not one-shot these guys while I'm on horseback. It's not a problem when I'm on the ground, but... That's a tree. Like, that looks like a statue. And I looked at it more thoroughly and I'm like, wait, no, that's a tree. Okay, that doesn't actually go anywhere. Can I... perchance... What? Where am I? Underneath this cloth. This extremely rigid piece of cloth. Take that, dog. Can I climb this thing at all? That wall was really getting to me there. Actually, let's check over here on this side. Okay, so I've discovered two things. One, you can get up here. Two, it really doesn't feel like they intend for you to. That was some incredibly clutch jumping. Good view of this surrounding area. There's a glowing mushroom. Morth seems to have kind of sunk a lot. I think I know both of those pits, though. I think... if there is anything, it might be north? Because there's one pit that kind of is a preview. Yeah, that one. And then another one that actually goes down. I'm going to swap this over to a weapon I can wield. Lightning Knight Greatsword would also be good here. This guy... Yeah, I wanted to be able to one-shot him. Okay, he did have a Erdtree fragment. Well, that was an incredibly amount of missing each other. Also, you might have noted, I just learned right in there. I did not lower my guard for the kick that came after that one thing. Because I learned that there's a kick follow-up. Okay, that I've definitely been up to. I know that because I remember going there a bajillion times trying to figure out how to get to the... up on that one cliffside. Mushroom. Badger, 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 badger. Okay, there's one more revered spirit ash. Another one of these guys. Okay, that was my bad. I let you hit me way too much there. Kick and No, no grabbies. I do keep wondering if they drop their skirt, and because they drop their helmet. One of them drops their helmet. No, it's the one that's kind of on the path up. I think it's the one that's on the path up to the upper area, but I don't remember. One of them drops their helmet, and so I have their helmet. I don't use it because it makes your healing flasks worse, and that's the last thing that I want right now. If I'm being quite frank. But it does give you +5 dex, so that's pretty sweet if you want more dexterity. Okay, that problem's been solved. I wish a Colt let you enchant, but you cannot. That guy is worth more runes than normal. These guys look like they're getting aggressive. Heal my mount. I also feel like there's a freaking big katana somewhere, and I just have not found it yet. I accidentally turned on my lantern instead of summoning torrent. One's to the right and one's up on my D-pad, on my Y thing you can see there. Understandable mistake. Not a particularly important one. Get out of here, rock person. Okay, well, I've been kind of around this area a good bit. I'm not finding a whole lot. There were more things near the Misbegotten, but I do want to go kind of towards them. I'm feeling better in terms of, like, awakeness and stuff, by the way. Angry worms. Why are there angry worms here? No. These guys can apparently drop Ghost Wart. Okay, that's the really important path that leads up that I'd friggin' missed before. I don't know why they're giving me a summon prompt there offhand. So I've already been up through there. Let's see. Oh, something's aggroed on me. I wanted to bring up my map to, like, figure out what I thought of this camp, but I think I will just go explore this camp. This is right near where the dragon was. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now. Somewhere around here. I did not find it, but when I was watching Dan Jones fight this dragon, near the... Oh, it's near the Fort of Reprimand, so it's more south? Anyway, somewhere around the Fort of Reprimand, Dan Jones, when I was watching the VOD of his stream, he took a very weird path through the game. He found the Elder's Hut way earlier. But he found the repeating crossbow that the one guy has. Ow. Sometimes the best time to attack is immediately after getting hit. Let's grab Mr. Lightning's sword over here. But he found the repeating crossbow near the fort down there because he jumped up on that. Okay, there's an item over there that I missed. I do not know what this is. Okay, that kind of it checks out. If you had asked me, do you think this is a cookbook, I would have said, probably. Good chance of it. Okay, that just is mesmer fire. What does this cookbook let you make? Okay, mesmer fire grease. That makes sense. Frenzied flame pot. Sprite stone. Oh, it's not the bond version? Oh, interesting. I need to go look at that bonded one again. Hang on, I've passed the greases. Yeah, there's the drawstring, mesmer fire. Yeah, that's basically what I was expecting. Oh, I'm just hearing the night in the distance. I have so many of both of these. Yeah, it can be sold for 1,000 runes, which is a reasonable price, but if it's used on a boss, it's going to bring in a lot more than that. Oh, this is a reusable item. Reusable. What does it do? I mean, it's labeled reusable. That... Huh. Okay, I am... If I'm being blunt, I am extremely confused about what that even possibly did. I remember that now. I just assumed it was the same thing as the crafting item. Bondstone. I want to go find an enemy to target. It doesn't show any sort of scaling. I'm so confused. What does this do? You. If I do this, does that do anything? Get back here. $5,000. Oh yeah. And a smithing stone 6. Very nice. Is this... Yes, I want to generally head south. I... Cause a spiritual explosion, consuming sprite dwelling within the sprite stone. I have no idea what this does. I am utterly and completely perplexed. I don't know how to get more of these. I don't know if the lady being dead means that I can't. Oh yeah, that one has the... That's a really cool effect. Those are pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and put the Goldhorn Tender on there. I literally have no idea what that does, so I'm just going to be like, meh. Put Golden Vow on there, I suppose. The other thing is I don't think potentate cookbooks are generally in these areas. I feel like hefty pots are not aligned with Mesmer. Right? I think of them as being anti-Mesmer. And especially this one that makes the pots that are going to destroy it, the things that I want to be taking out, the furnace guys. I think this is the crossbow. Yeah, there's the repeating crossbow. I just missed that entirely somehow. A mechanized crossbow that has been fitted with a fan-shaped contraption. This metallic piece adds a reloading system used in the execution of a unique battle art. Repeating fire. This skill readies the weapon's rapid-fire mechanism. Once in ready stance, crank the handle to fire bolts in rapid succession. I don't know what that means, but it's very flavorful. Let's see. I think you can just come up here to get up to the lake area, right? Yeah. There's not a whole lot of point to the lake area so far as I know, but you can just come up here. If there was anything here, chances are I looted it already. I remember being like, how do I get over there? And I was clearly just dramatically overthinking it. Okay, let's go back down. I want to... This Erdtree stuff is really fallen low at this point. I want to go investigate the Misbegotten area. In particular, there was a scarab that I had failed to acquire. I can hear a scarab even now. Ow. Yes, it's over there. No, that's an exploding one. Piercing throw. Okay, I will look into that later. Uncharacteristically quick at that enemy. Okay, Ashes of War. I think that was usable on throwing blades. Well, I only know of the one. Piercing throw. Throw armament with a powerful spin, causing it to bore through foes. When using the skill, the armament can be thrown further than normal and also pierce through enemies. Usable on throwing blades. Yes. There was... Where's the scatter shot one? Is it on something right now? It might be on something right now. Is that what's currently on my throwing blade? Yeah, scatter shot throw. Well, that's not quite what I meant to do, but whatever, it's fine. So that's where one gets that. Okay, this is not working. I got caught in a corner. I'm not super impressed with shot throw, and the range of this weapon is too short to really feel like it works super well. I'll try the piercing one. See if I like it better. I also don't think I want to bother with making this thing cold. It doesn't do enough. Let's make this a Colt. How does a Colt compare to... Oh yeah, it's much better than those other options. Okay, means we're over there. It is nice from horseback. Just because you throw it, so it gets some reach. Lobsters. If friggin' lobsters are hiding something important. You know how I feel about that? Well, that worked. There, now it actually can deal some damage. Okay, let's just get a real weapon out here. Man, those guys are chonky. Where's the putrescence? I want vortex of putrescence. Possible headshot with this, I just discovered. Okay, piercing throw is like substantially better than scatter shot throw. This weapon feels a lot better having that as an option. It's a substantially more powerful and long range hit, which feels really nice as a thing to have available. Like it has some AoE properties and things like that, right? What's this over here? Okay, Ghost Glovewort 7 is nice. Would have been nice a little while ago, but I think I bought some. So it would have been nice before I did that, but it's okay. Don't let those guys snooze. I see you there. Free Somber 8. 20 grand. Certainly approve of that. Need quite a few more of those to upgrade some stuff that I want to check out. I find it interesting that those scarabs hang out near the Misbegotten specifically. Because near the Misbegotten is the primary place that I've seen those. This is the lake again. Okay, well, I am a bit fresh out of ideas of places I want to be looking. So I think I might grab my phone. and look some stuff up. In terms of the locations of greater, yes, corned beef. It's called corned beef, not because it has anything to do with corn. Greater, that is not how one spells greater. Greater Potentate's cookbook. Interesting. Okay, so there's a 2 that's in the Rundown Traveler's Rest area of Gravesite Plains. Where is that? Abandoned Ailing Village. That's part of that castle, yeah. Has to be. It's the Elder's Hovel. Makes it sound like it's at a house. The Whipping Hut. This is the plains. It makes it sound like there's some sort of hut or house out here that I missed. Put over to there. There we go. It's important to stay hydrated. Kind of want to keep Lightning Sword around, but I want something interesting. You know what I haven't spent enough time with? That, obviously. This fancy katana. I'm pretty sure I went over to this building before. Because it's pretty notable being, like, as it is on the map. Oh, yeah, that's where these guys are. I wonder if these guys can drop their daggers. It's undeniable that this sword is extremely cool. Mostly a dexterity weapon. Which I am okay at. I'm okay at dexterity. Okay. Is there somewhere that I'm missing out here that I haven't been to? I mean, probably. Any other birds feel like experiencing rock throw? No? Good. There's the Ailing Village, but I don't recall there being a, like, individualized hut somewhere. Down there. Underneath the bridge. I can't go from this side. I need to go from the other side. That's why it's not on the map. Almost certainly what I'm looking for. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Rundown Traveler's Rest. Potentate Cookbook 2. Furnace Visage. Okay, if this is not the one I need, I will be absolutely floored. It has that stuff there. Hefty Furnace Pot. Yep, a record of crafting techniques. Oh yeah, those things. Yeah, right here. Needs Embers of Mesmer, which I have a bajillion of. Furnace Visages. The enemies to create a whirlwind of flame. The furnace's flame burns away both body and soul. When impurity is thus expunged, one calls it cleansing. Boy, this is actually super early. Let's just max out the quantity we can make. I don't know if there's a way to farm furnace visages, but I want to see how effective it is against those big guys. Okay. Number 2 is by far the most important one of those. It's very exciting to locate. Yeah. Okay. Time to go see what these can do. I don't get very many of them. But I do have a test subject right over this way. You want to be careful not to squander them, but I'm not surprised that those are early. It would make perfect sense for them to be. Okay, is there some trick to making it work? Because I threw it at it and I was underwhelmed by the effects. You have to, like, get it inside of it? If so, I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. Because that guy... It wasn't like it just one-shot the dang thing. Yeah, that checks out. Yes. Ow, that's some rocks. Have a raisin. Okay. No, well, that's not really working. If I need it to be... Okay, just for a test, if I just chuck this here, did something, but I don't. Well, that didn't quite work. My plan there, which I failed to execute on, was summoning that so I could get more furnace pots out with the mimic. No, Torrent was basically dead. Okay. I either went out of summoning range. Yeah. Okay, that is not an effective strategy. I might try throwing one into the test one. Are you still aggroed on me? Heck yeah, you are. Where is that? It's near the... It's near here. Loading screens are an excellent time to drink some water. Okay. I was hoping, as you do, that would just, like, be a hard counter, right? These things are so wonky to try to figure out how to deal with that being able to just chuck one of those at it and have it, like, one-shot it would have been very convenient. However, it's become abundantly clear that that is not how any of this works. Excuse me, big boy. You want to come over here? Hang out over here. Well, that took that one down. Ooh, a cerulean sapping cracked tear and another furnace visage. Okay, so it works if you can throw them into their heads, but it took like 3 to take that one down. And I don't always have a great view. It did drop a new cracked tear, though, and I'm very curious about what that does. Grants attacks FP restoring effect and mixed physic. A crystal tear formed slowly over the ages, where the scattered sap of the Skadu tree pools deep within the furnace golems. It can be mixed in the flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction temporarily restores FP upon landing attacks. That's cool. That's a very cool effect. I like that effect a great deal, actually. Okay, so I've scattered one of those. The problem is, that strategy only works if I can get the high ground on them. And there are precious few places I know of to get high ground on those guys. And still, like, require 3 of them, so... I need a better. I need a more universally applicable strategy, because while that technically worked, it did the thing that I wanted it to do. It was not the most useful strategy, shall we say. Okay, let's go through and make sure I'm at 2s on everything here. Okay, I kind of want to try out this curved sword that I picked up. There was another. Yeah, it's poisoned hand. I mean, there's a lot of other things to upgrade, but those poisoned hand. This repeating crossbow might be interesting to try out as well. I also want to upgrade the spirit glaive, but I don't know. We'll get to things in time. Like if I had something that attacked from high up, you know what I mean? The fact that this is an arcane weapon is very good for me. I'm not ready to put a somber on it, but yeah. I'll grab a couple more somber stones for the thing. There we go. Let's. Yeah. A couple of those as well. Okay, that's definitely the one that I most wanted to find. I am a little frustrated that is not more of a cure-all to them, though. Okay, let's actually... I did have that thought. Oh, this is now marking only St. Trina and not Tolier? That's interesting. What's the poison build-up on this? 112. That's pretty strong. Is this a... Hang on. Yes, this is a paired weapon. There's been a lot of paired weapons in this area. Huh, so Tolier's not here anymore. Well, I didn't expect that to do anything, but... I can imbibe nectar and fall over. Does this do anything this time? Nope. Just drops 84 runes on the floor. Huh. That makes me wonder what happened to Tolier. I definitely feel like I am missing something. Also, I find it very interesting that my runes are dropped there and rather than in here. I've definitely missed something with this area. I'm very much so looking forward to figuring out what the heck I missed. But Tolier is no longer there. I don't know where Tolier is. Aside from not there, but I don't think there was anything over there. I just wanted to look down that road and there wasn't anything. I wonder if I have enough stuff from Mesmer. Is Freya still up here? I kind of want to find out. No. Her gear is, though. $25. That is outside the range of what I can use, so I will not be using it on this character. I really want strength anyway. Weapon of Freya, a red mane. Greatsword decorated with a mane, much like the weapons used by her liege. The spirit of Freya's training lingers in this sword, enhancing the power of red mane battle skills. Oh, interesting. This is a regular smithing weapon. You can imbue it. That's cool. That's going to work a little bit better if I go to the right category. Golden Helm of Redmane Freya, a member of General Radahn's most distinguished knights. A hideous scarlet wound was once hewn into the center of her face. Interesting. You can see that it feels like the faceplate was later added onto this, right? It feels welded on. Later, Mikla gently put his lips to it, and the unfading scar became the compass that Freya would thereafter follow. Interesting. Golden armor of Redmane Freya, member of General Radahn's most distinguished knights, affixed with a black woolen mantle. After witnessing Freya's valor as a gladiator in his youth, Radahn invited her to join the ranks of his most trusted warriors. That's cool. What is this? Freya's gauntlets. Golden gauntlets of Redmane Freya. Okay, it's the same thing. Yeah. Very simple greaves. Huh. I still have this on, which seems kind of pointless. Greatly raises immunity. Horns are sublime artifacts to horn scent, and their presence confirms the belief that they are chosen people. Only repeated spouting of fresh horns can create a tangled horn. Viewed as beautiful. Proof of primacy. There's got to be one for this. What did I want this for? This was for... Yeah, okay. I really should not be having this on still. I don't know why I've had that on for so long, in fact. Okay. I see. That's a very cool Ash of War. I'm going back here just because this was marked as a non-combat zone. And the horn scent vanished from here, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of different ways for some of these NPC quests to work out, and I'm not sure what all they are. I would like to find ways of taking down more of those furnace guys. But the problem is I don't have a good strat. I have a thing that can work on them if I get them in the right spot. But that's like a very limited use technique. I'll be curious to see how other people handle them, because I don't have a good way of dealing with them right now. You know what? I don't have very many runes on me. Let's just go back up here. I don't know what sort of weapon I want. So our Ansbach is down here, yeah. I probably don't want this weapon. I might try the poison glove, because getting poison on him is probably pretty good, actually. Maybe this?
Righteous tarnished, I swear.
Okay, that's fantastic. I am looking forward to having our victory. What do I want my physic? Probably just durability. Yeah. Seems reasonable. I don't know how much I want that versus the defense. I'll take the defense, I think. I don't know. This feels like it's going to go poorly. I think I still want Ansbach there. I will try the Mimic. I'm curious. So those are like basically 60s the whole way through. I drink this flask. Yeah, they bump up a bit. They bump up a bit. Okay. Ow.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mode will have them.
Wow, Ansbach is almost dead already. I don't think the Mimic Tier is worth its summoning here. Oh my goodness, this guy has a lot of moves. I don't think the Ash of War on that does anything. Ow. Are you borrowing Blood Flame from Moog? Well, I got him into the next phase. So that's good. My goodness, my shield is garbage here. I'm dealing.
Become a book not forgotten, but for men.
Okay, that's... I'm gonna try this without Ansbach, because I think I need less tankiness. Like, Ansbach is a nice distraction, but he also makes the boss substantially tankier. Also, Mimic Tier, go away. I kind of want to get that guy up high enough to be able to use him, actually, but... maybe this guy would be good. This hand was goofy and not worth bothering with. I don't... The thing is, I don't know what types would be good here, so I'm left kind of guessing on that front. Let's just go with this, maybe, as an alternate option, just because it hits hard. Or the Sword of Night and Flame is also known for being strong. What might else I want here? I could also see just wanting a frost weapon instead, just to have that as an option. Let's just put it on the frost axe instead. Okay. Actually, I was also thinking. I do like that effect, but use all non-physical damage negation while guarding. Does that mean those are better? I don't know quite how that works, but yeah, I actually deal damage to him now. Okay. That was actually really cool. He basically did the lion's flip thing that his men are known for. But he does have a blood flame attack like Morgott and Moog, which I think is pretty lore significant. It is kind of rough. You can't really get an opening summon in or he'll hit you. But if you don't summon, like, right off the bat... Oh, he didn't charge in as immediately as he often does. Yeah, okay, you have to dodge to the side to dodge those. Ow. That Horned Warrior summon is proven absolutely worthless. What's rough here is that blocking strategies really want great shields, and I don't have the strength for that. But I need to get better at dodging him. I don't know that it's worth it to try to force in a summon. Just because he does so much damage and they're really bad at not just face tanking everything. It might be worth it to try Yosh, though. Yosh is quite agile. Well, that was not a perfect dodge of those. Oh my goodness. The thing is, he just hits so hard that he chews through, like, everything. Yeah, there goes Yosh. That wasn't even worth bothering with. Okay, summons are just not worth the FP. There might be, like, I don't think there's any that are tanky enough to be worth it. He's resistant enough to frost that this weapon is not really proving to be worthwhile either. I might just stick with the curved sword, or I might try the other thing. I'm just trying to figure my way out around this fight, and like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I have a whole lot of useful options. I'll just slot that on in case I want it. Actually, let's just start there. Also, I don't know if that does any good or not, but I think having better blocks is more important than having a different type of better block. Like, that chunks down. Okay, I was out of stamina there. Yep, that was a bad time to try to heal. It might be worth it to Mimic Tier. The problem is if he does his Spiral Opener, I'm guaranteed dead because I can take... I don't know, Mimic Tier is basically the only summon that seems like it would be any good here. Yeah. But that does like 80% of my HP, and Mimic Tier takes like 40, so I can't do that and survive that opening. And that's decent damage off of Mimic Tier though, for like that one hit. So Mimic Tier might be worth it because it's probably tanky enough and it actually deals some damage. But I have to get lucky off of his opening, that he doesn't open with oh, I'm dead again. Radon took damage off of the Mimic Tier. Summon gas. That's funny. Because the problem is you have to kind of summon... If you're going to summon, you have to do it right at the start of the fight, right? This should have just been at the top of the staircase, but... He opens with that, like, a bunch, but he wasn't opening with it for a little bit there. I don't know what the deal is. Actually, a variant option, if I want to try to make summoning a bit more consistent. I like having the stamina regen. Let's go with the bubble. I'll take mildly more damage. But this basically hopefully guarantees that whatever opening he does, I can survive. Okay. A lot of his combos are more like 4 or 5 move combos, which throws me off. That's a big AoE. I did not realize that was not just a cone in front of him. We've actually gotten a ton of damage in. Okay, well, phase 2. We've seen this phase transition in a previous video. I don't like being that close. I do like how much HP my Mimic Tier has. Grab.
Promise you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Okay, that was maybe not the ideal time to use that. Bleed proc. Mimic Tear is absolutely worth it here. Ow. That was the wrong time to try to heal. Okay, that was pretty good. I might adjust my consumable loadout some in order to give Mimic Tear some more useful items, however. I think that's good. That's a good item. I don't think this is worth having on for the Mimic Tears purposes. Could give it... Stick that on, though. The big thing that I think would be useful is this. And I don't think the Hefty Furnace Pot does a whole lot of work here. And I think... Boost attack power and arcane once. Attack power boosted further when blood loss occurs. Really boost attack power and arcane. When blood loss occurs nearby, further boost attack power. That's also good. That is not what I meant to do. Why? To swap that out? I'm actually going to put the golden tender there. And put the holy proof thing there. Let's get that, like, a little bit of FP back. And that is why I put that on. Okay, he can still kill me with that follow-up. I just need to be a little bit better about dealing with that. But that can be managed. We'll get there. We'll get there. A little bit of a lag spike. You know what's a little bit hard about him is he's so friggin' tall that when you're close enough to melee him, you can't see what the crap's going on. Man, that move is wild. Well, that took out both me and the Mimic Tear simultaneously. Oh, now he's doing the big explosion move. That's a very cool move. If that's... I don't know what we're going to be able to get off of this. I would expect a Mikla thing and a non-Mikla thing in terms of, like, remembrances that we get. I should probably swap my flask account around a little bit. That was sudden. You know what? Sure.
I promise you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Wow, he had so many, like, sparkly shinies around him. Okay, that didn't quite work. I'm really bad at using buffs. A lot of those consumable items are just there for the Mimic to use, if I'm being quite frank. Although... kind of like the idea of putting that on to start. I think it's easier to dodge those to the left. Yeah, that's just really hard to deal with. I wonder... No, I think I want... That's 69, and that would be 65. But boost magic up another 5 points. I think I might just put that on. I don't know, quite frankly, what all his damage types are. I don't know how long the Sacred Bloody Flesh lasts either. Typical opening. Good. Mimic Tear's buffing itself. And then that move kills me. My guess is that that deals magic damage, which is why I swapped on the Opaline thing. I don't know for sure. Like, that's one of the things with all of this stuff, is you're kind of taking crap shots with some of it. Right, here he comes. Yeah, I'm not going to be bothering with trying to use that Sacred Flesh, I don't think. I don't think I'm able to really take much advantage of it. That whirling AoE is really strong. I don't know if we'll get a different version of his swords, or if we'll get like some sort of Ash of War that's related to that, or but I'll be very curious to see what items we get from this. Because there's going to be a remembrance to this, you know that much. Okay, that was a bad roll. was a very bad roll. I might actually switch over to the curved sword for summoning the Mimic. I really wish we didn't have to run up the stairs every time. There's no reason for them not... Like, with the Lion Dance, they put it right next to it. Okay. Who's decided to delay that a little bit? Well, I will say this. That's good for racking up damage. I don't know how well it's going for trying to break the guy's poise. That's kind of what my hope is that it deals a lot of poise damage and can get some good stagger going. And also that maybe the Mimic will block a little bit more with the curved sword out rather than the other one. Remembered that little follow-up. I don't know what you're supposed to do about that whirlwind. That whirlwind is bonkers. Yeah, left there is better than right. Okay. It was a good thought, but Mimic Tier clearly does better with Blind Spot. Hey, Mikola. Okay, that was fancy. What was that? Mikola doing his best Throsh/Lothric impression. I might swap casting implements, because I could see Blood Boon being nice here. So I'm going to swap those. The nice thing about Blind Spot is it has some iframes on it, I am pretty sure. No. Okay, yeah, you can move real well. Okay, it's too hard to use Blood Boon here. Oh my goodness. That was a hard hit. Ooh, bleed proc. Hi. Yeah, it just feels like using consumable... Like, any strategy that relies on consumables is not reliable over a long-term period. Right? Because you inevitably run into the problem where you are getting your butt handed to you. I'm going to swap these back. If I want to use a caster implement, I'm going to use the other one. I might try giving another chance to Ansbach, as I'm getting a little bit more familiar with this. So some things of note. I want to move water cups around because I finished up the contents of my previous cup. Is like obviously he hits extremely hard. It would be nice to have a bit more durability, but I got what I got.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you. But those remains...
Yeah, I can't try to do it two-handing. I need my thing. I mean, again, if we're getting bleed procs, having somebody else to help tank is definitely beneficial. I definitely do not want to be dual wielding that. I like blind spot a lot because of the iframes. I'm not sure I have another weapon that I'd want on there. The curved sword is a little too ambitious. I could try putting on Night and Flame, but I don't think that's going to work out super well. Bringing Micklin Great Sword of Saint Trina would be really funny. I could see using this to get other condition build up. Let's give this another try here. Because getting rot, is being very... Getting rot and or poison up on him would be helpful.
Pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Where are these rocks going? Okay, Ansbach took them. Excuse me. Stomp. See, there we actually got enough poise damage in that I was able to do a riposte. Well, that let me tank that, which is not nothing. Oh, heal up. Okay, that was intense. Okay, Mimic Tier is dead, it would appear. Oh, you're doing your thing. I don't know if that can help Ansbach or not. I mean, obviously the downside here is that he has so much more HP, which is why I'm trying to get the passive damage of poison up on him. But I get stuck in these things where I have to just be blocking his combo the whole time. Yeah, I don't think Ansbach is worth it. It makes the Mimic Tier a lot worse to bring him. And I don't think I'm going to be bothering with the Singer. I think I just want to stick with this. If I'm doing that, I can actually go to a heavier set of armor. Which might be prudent. I want... Oh, clean rot armor, you say? Do I have... I don't know how many pieces of clean rot knight armor I have. That has decent holy. Actually, it's better to just go crucible here. Heh. Her armor is lighter, but not anywhere near as defensive. Let's go with some crucible armor here. And maybe a better helmet as well. Interesting. I tend to like to have the thing where you can actually see your head, but... Tree Helm actually has better holy resist than the other one. That's interesting. Yeah, slightly less pierce, more I think tree armor is superior here. Okay, we are now bedecked in I don't want to die armor. Which has boosted our defenses considerably. Those were in the mid-60s, so they're up into the 70s now, so that's nice. The other thing is that should help boost my Mimic Tears durability as well. And Mimic's use of crystal darts is really amusing to me. Yeah, I should reallocate my flasks if this is a failed attempt. I don't need this many FP flasks. I'm not going to be using that much FP. I need like 2 maybe. Taking that opening to heal. Yep. Okay, that was massive damage. Okay, yeah, I'm going to reallocate my flasks so I have 12 healing instead of 10. I think that makes more sense. At this point, this is basically all I have that I'm going to be focusing on here. I feel like I have my general strategy. I think I want this weapon. I don't 100% like using that flask there. And we're getting to second phase pretty reliably. Oh my goodness. How many AoEs do you need, my dude? That's a lot of AoEs. Okay, I think I'm going to... I was just thinking I was going to put on some Holy Proof dried liver. How much ability do I have to craft that as, though? I can make a decent number. I'm not going to bother using them. I'll put them on so my mimic can use them. I would like to... Boosting poise resistances and damage negation, expensive mobility, and lightning resistance. I don't think that matters. Huh. This raises attack power, and it halves incoming damage from one attack, which is not bad. This might be worth using. I'll make 4. And I'm gonna swap these out. Those. Again, I'm in part thinking about what is my mimic going to be using. I mean, that is a substantial increase, but it does also make me extraordinarily slow. Well, thank you for getting me in here. Yeah. It gave me like 10 additional. And so much more poise. It's bonkers. Yeah, that's not worth using. It was worth trying. It's not worth using. Absolutely not worth using. Okay, let's just put something more useful there. Exalted Flesh for a temporary boost to attack power, maybe. You know what? If you're going to be using anything, let's just put Kukri on there. At least it'd be a bleed throw item. Oh. That was his Blood Flame skill. I couldn't... He was too close to the camera for me to be able to tell what he was doing, so he just absolutely got me there. Not sure how much longer I'm going to go for this particular session. I've done the main things that I really wanted to do. Okay, let's get my HP back. I don't know why I left there, but here we are. Oh, that was a cool combo. Okay, phase 2. That's good. Oh, I definitely need to heal before that goes off. I mean, you can block a lot of that, which is good. Wow, I got super lucky that that missed me. Oh.
I promise you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Okay, Mimic's got him. Did not take. Okay, I just need to heal at this point. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Holy crap, what are you supposed to do about that? Well. That's a good time to use an aromatic, that's what that is. I'm gonna make some more. Where are my aromatics? Arterial leaves is the main limited component there. That was a heck of an attack. That's what that was. We'll do a few more attempts in this particular session. I don't know if we'll hit 4 hours or not, but probably. Increasing my flask count was a really good idea, incidentally. I'm honestly surprised we're getting as much damage in on him as we are. We've gotten a lot of good bead procs. He's quite tanky, but he also deals a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, the AoE on that last part of that combo is really hard to deal with. This is a mega intense fight. I've got my strategy, I just need to get the execution there. I'm definitely feeling fatiguing and needing to eat soon. So we'll give this a few more runs. Get ourselves closer to a 4-hour recording time. Glad I figured out that particular strategy. combos are have nice gaps in them. At least. Give opportunities to restore stamina while blocking. That particular combo is just a bunch of small hits. This is the combo that keeps killing me. Okay, I had enough HP to survive that time. Oh, we're going for explodes. Hi. I really need my Mimic Tier to get the damage in. The Stomp is now an AoE rather than being a cone. I don't like my Mimic Tier dying there. I mean, I didn't like me dying there either, but... Mimic Tier is getting too low on HP also. Again, Mimic Tier is my my actual damage source. Feels like building up bleed procs. I've got a general feel for a lot of his moves, at least in first phase. Second phase, he keeps pulling out some new stuff, and it's extremely intense, so I'm not 100% sure what to do about all of them. Yeah, nailed me with 1A. Got the stomp out before I got the heal off. Okay, I feel like that's probably enough attempts for this particular session. I will likely continue attempts on the next session, but I can tell fatigue is setting in, and also I'm getting hungry, so... I thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to quit out at the top of the stairs. It has been quite a journey so far. Did a lot of things today, but I am very happy about progress made. So until next time, everyone, like I said, thank you for watching. Take care and farewell.